And once they finally get their core clock up to that 5 gigahertz number, I think we're gonna see like the Matrix Reloaded at this point. It is gonna just absolutely kick ass when it comes to what you get for it. But dollar for dollar, a $500 CPU from Intel versus a $500 CPU from AMD, you get better value at that $500 on AMD. Isn't it funny saying a $500 CPU from AMD when like just not that long ago that seemed like an astronomical figure that they could ever charge for a CPU because no one would ever pay it. Yet here we are today going, wow, that's a good price because you get so much for it. And that's the reason why people are switching to AMD. They have earned back that trust. Some of the loudest, most boisterous fanboys I have ever encountered usually have a little red icon on their profile picture because they root for the underdog. They don't care who's in charge or who's in the lead. They will always root for the guy in last place, wanting him to just destroy those people that are used to winning. It's the story of Rudy. AMD was the Rudy CPU. If you don't know what Rudy is, just go and look it up. It's Notre Dame and a football player, a little guy who scored a touchdown. Anyway, whatever, moving on. People love to see a hero lose to an underdog. It's like a UFC upset. The crowd goes wild and people love it and people get energized by it. And so brand loyalty, which I just talked about in my Intel video being something that can be very damaging and a very bad way of thinking. I think in this case, I said in that video that a brand loyal person is okay as long as they've earned that trust, they've earned that loyalty, and have retained that loyalty. You're not just being loyal to them for the sake of being loyal without any real reasoning behind it. You know, enter contrarian attitude here. It's one of those things where AMD's earned it. They've increased their performance as promised. They've maintained support for the chipsets and the sockets as long as they said that they would. They have earned your trust in taking a chance on them when they come out with new stuff. And that's exactly what people have been wanting all along. The only problem is now the fanboys that were always rooting because they wanted the guy in last place to win, they're not equally as annoying when they're winning, trust me. But anyway, guys, what are your reasons for switching to AMD? If you had an Intel system and you were always loyal to Intel and suddenly you find yourself on an AMD rig for the first time, put in the comments down below why you did that. And I think it'd be interesting to see what some of those focus group discussions are down there. Keep them civil. I know you're not gonna, that's okay.
No, not okay, but they're still not gonna.
It's fine. Now, here's the thing regarding where we are in the current stasis of CPU algorithm.
Okay, I don't even know what you were trying to say there.